He is your man, you know him, you know when he is financially buoyant. That moment that he has money, whether you need it or not, ask him. Tell him, baby, I need money. When he gives you this money, don't spend the money on unnecessary things, okay? Put it into an investment or even use it to start a side hustle. Let his money work for you, okay? Hello ladies, welcome to another video. My name is Ayanime and today's video will be about personal finance, how you can level up your finance, gain financial freedom and create wealth for yourself. So as much as you desire a wealthy man, a provider for yourself, I hope you do. It is important that you also have your own money. The long and short of why you should level up your finance is that money stops nonsense. It's as simple as that. It'll help you not get stuck in a bad situation. It'll give you freedom to do whatever it is you want to do. The first tip is for you to practice self-control. This is going to come in very handy when you have to either stick to a budget, forego certain luxuries that you think you need, but if you take a critical look at it, you realize that you honestly don't need it. Because if you don't practice self-control, your finances is going to suffer. You're going to keep living paycheck to paycheck. So stop shopping impulsively. Give yourself 24 hours before paying for an item, especially nowadays that you have shops popping up on your timeline. If after 24 hours you still need that thing, then go ahead. But I can assure you, most times when you sleep over it, you realize, I really did need it. So stop shopping impulsively. Stop buying things that you really do not need when you think about it very well. All of these are ways that you can practice self-control, because at the core of it, delayed gratification is one of the ways that you can build financial freedom. Foregoing the immediate satisfaction of buying something now and investing so that later on in the future you can afford something better or you can be able to live financially free is essential. Number 2, stop buying popular brands. It was when I was really broke. Sorry about that noise. It was when I was really broke that I realized that the same quantity of oats sold by 2 different brands were priced differently. One was about 1,500 while one was 900 naira. Before that time, I didn't bother. I would just go to the supermarkets, pick the brand that I know, the brand that is more popular, put it inside my shopping cart, go out and pay for it. But when I was struggling financially, I had to really take a second to look at what I was buying. And I realized, oh my goodness, a lot of these things I've been shopping, I honestly don't need this particular brand. The same thing goes for bleach. There's a popular brand that sells their bleach for over 1,000 naira and one that sells for 700 naira, and it is the same quantity. So next time you go grocery shopping, take a pause. Instead of reaching for that popular brand that you know, take a pause, compare that price with another good brand. I'm not saying you should go and buy a brand that is going to cause you health issues, but compare that popular brand with another not so popular brand, and you see that the price difference is something that when you put together, you can take that money and invest in something or even put it aside as part of your savings. Number 3, know where your money is going to. Have you ever collected your salary allowance, whatever it is, and then towards the middle of the month, you think to yourself, what happened? What did I even spend on? I can't find my money. That is because you really don't know where your money is going to. So the way you can know where your money is going to, this process is heartbreaking, but you need to do it. You need to download, thank God for banking apps now, so you don't need to go to the bank. Download 6 months previous statement of your bank account. Take a look at it. You will cry. Oh my goodness, because a lot of the things you spent on, you didn't need to spend on those things. So this is really heartbreaking. It's something I've done. I hated doing it, but I had to do it. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. It's going to be like you're purging yourself. So once you decide where your money is going to, all those areas that is draining your money, especially areas that you don't really need to put your money in those particular areas, close the door so that your money can stop walking out towards those areas. It was when I did this for myself that I realized that I was spending over 10,000 naira on talk time. I was like, what? Like, no, you're joking. Because you recharge 500, 1,000, 500, 1,000. So before you know it, you've spent 20,000, 15,000 on talk time alone. I had to take a pause because, come on, there's WhatsApp, there's FaceTime. What was going on, right? So when you take the time to go through your bank statement. You will know where your money is going to, and that will help you restructure your finances. And that brings me to number 4. Look for alternatives. There are always alternatives, trust me. It's just that you're used to a particular thing, going for a particular option. But after you've gone through your finances and seen where your money is going to, anything that is very expensive but you cannot do without, you need to look for alternatives that will be more affordable to you. If you enjoy talking on the phone for so long, instead of buying talk time over and over and over again, use WhatsApp or FaceTime. If cable TV is draining money, consider opting for online streaming services. If Uber or Bolt is taking all your money also, you can always use public transportation sometimes, and you can also opt for Uber Go. Uber Go is a more affordable ride. You know, the small cars that you can find on Lagos Island, those trips are very, very affordable. So opt for those trips instead of just sticking to Bolt. Ladies, anything that is draining your money, there's always an affordable alternative to it. Number 5, cancel unnecessary subscriptions. If you take the time to look at your finance very well, you will find out that there are certain things you pay for monthly that you rarely get to use. Those things are not helping your finances at all, because every month that particular company or brand is going to take their money, right? Whether you use it or not. So make sure that any subscription that is not serving you, you're not servicing it. Number 6, eat in more often. Ladies, there is nothing that can take your money as much as eating out, especially in a place like Lagos. And it is worse if you enjoy eating from mid to upscale restaurants. You could spend 20,000 naira on a plate of food at a restaurant, and that same 20,000 naira can buy you 3 weeks worth of food. I'm not saying you should not eat out, you can do that, but don't let that be the default. When you look at your finances, you see all those Chicken Republic, Kilimanjaro, Mr. Biggs, they're buying 2,000, 3,000 here, 4,000 here. When you put it together, you will find that probably in a month you've spent 50,000 naira on eating outside. That is why it is important for you to go through your finance, download that statement, and know where your money is going to. Personally, once a month I cook. I make like 4 different dishes, and that always lasts me 3 to 4 weeks. So even if I want to eat out, I know that that's another person's bill, not mine. So adopt my method. Put your eating out expenses on somebody's son's bill, okay? Ladies, if you are enjoying this video so far and you're learning something new, don't forget to like it, subscribe, leave a comment, and also share it with somebody, because when you do all of these things, you are encouraging me. You're telling me, Ayanime, I see you, keep going, and I am here supporting you. Number 7, set a budget and stick to it. This is where self-control comes in. If you keep overspending, you're going to find that before the month is over, you've exhausted your income, which is horrible. This will make you live from hand to mouth. There are a lot of apps that can help you set a budget and also help you track your spending. So use those apps and break it down to something as small as recharge card, or as the Americans call it, talk time. Break it down. If you've decided that every month you're going to spend 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira on talk time, then try with everything in you to not exceed that amount. If you really want to talk to that person for hours, use WhatsApp, use FaceTime, like I said before, send a message, chat, but try and stick to that budget, because when you start sticking to your budget, you find that a lot of the things you spent on was absolutely unnecessary. There are 2 apps that you can use to track your spending and also create a budget. The first is Money Manager, and the second is You Need a Budget. YNAB, that's the name of the app. Money Manager is free, while You Need a Budget is not free, because after 30 days you have to start paying. But why I'm recommending Why You Need a Budget is that first 30 days you're going to learn so much, because You Need a Budget tells you to put like the money you have in your account right now. It is going to tell you to allocate it to all your bills. So let's say you have 200,000 naira in your account. You have to allocate for rent, for food, for transport, for beauty, this one, that one. And if you overspend, the app will be in red and it will tell you to take money from another place and put there to balance it up. So it It helps you really stick to your budget. So make sure you try the You Need a Budget app, and if you can afford it, you can go ahead and pay for the subscription. Number 8, use the 20, 30, 50% ratio. These ratios are there to help you allocate your money. You don't have to use this specific ratio because you know how much you earn, you know what your bills are. But this is a standard in the financial world. If you can't use this particular ratio, you can create one for yourself. But this is how you allocate your money, and you have to do this for whatever source of income that is. Is it your business? Is it salary? Is it allowance? Is it cash gifts? Use this same ratio. So 50%, a chunk of your money, has to go to essential expenses like rent, food, transportation, electricity. Those things are essential. You need to pay for those things. 30% has to go to lifestyle. As much as you want to level up your finances, you're going to have to do your hair, your nails, and do a bit of shopping. So this 30% is where all of these things go into. And then 20% is your investment, debt, and emergency savings. Investments could be you buying a course, putting aside money for stock, investing in real estate. Debt is you paying off anything you're owing, starting with the smallest debt and building up to the big ones so that you can be financially free. You need to have at least 6 months savings aside in case anything happens, in case God forbid you lose your job. Life happens. So 20% should go into your savings. Number 9, save automatically. Sometimes you may forget to save, but thank God that there are apps that can help you with this. You can try Piggyvest or Bamboo. Some apps even go ahead to lock that money for you for a certain period of time. All you have to do is put your card details, and every month the app will automatically deduct that amount and put it aside for you. That is so stress-free. So as you're watching this video, when you're done watching this video, make sure that you download Piggyvest and Bamboo. On Piggyvest, you can even go ahead and save in dollars. You know how the inflation is going right now, so this is a time to start saving in dollars also. Number 10, before you invest, create another stream of income. I'm sure you keep hearing invest, but it is going to be difficult for you to invest when you are trying to manage the little you have to pay your bills and survive. So before you can invest comfortably, you need to create another stream of income. This is essential. You cannot depend on only your paycheck alone, okay? So I'm going to recommend a channel here on YouTube that you can follow, watch her videos, and you're going to have so many ideas when it comes to side hustles that you can start. The name of the channel is Launch to Wealth. It is an amazing channel, a community of women, because it is run by a woman, and you're going to learn so much when it comes to side hustles. So make sure to go watch the videos and also subscribe to the channel. Number 11, similar to number 10, before you invest, educate yourself. The last thing you want is to put money aside and then make a bad investment, and then you start crying and say, investment is not for me. You don't want to do that. You want to educate yourself on viable and sustainable investment. This is not my area. I'm going to recommend people for you. There are ladies online, there are financial communities with so many resources, so many classes and courses that you can take and educate yourself when it comes to finances. And I'm going to recommend 2 for you. I always recommend them because I follow them and I like what they teach, and that is Money Africa and Financial Jennifer. So follow these 2 people and educate yourself on viable investments that you can put your hard-earned money in. Number 12, go for cash. ATM cards can be detrimental to your financial freedom, trust me, because you're just pulling it out of your bag and you just keep swiping and paying for things, even things that you do not ordinarily need. Start withdrawing cash. You will not know how good you are at deciding what is important until you realize that your ATM card is in the house and you have limited cash. I remember one day, I and my friend, we went for a run. As we're coming back, we wanted to quickly branch the market and buy some things so we can make breakfast. I wasn't with my card. We had about 1,000 naira. So we stood and we decided the things that were important and the things that were not important at that point. And guess what? We were able to buy things and make breakfast that morning. That is what cash can do for you. Withdraw a bit at a time and walk around with it compared to walking around with your ATM card. Number 13, the holy grail of gaining financial freedom, and that is for you to live below your means. If you're living above your means, you're never going to gain financial freedom. If all your money is going on paying bills that you're struggling to pay in the first place, then you're not going to gain financial freedom either. This has been hammered over and over and over by financial gurus, okay? Look at yourself, look at your financial life. What are you spending on? What lifestyle are you adopting that is way above what you're earning? Cut it off. If it is rent that is killing you financially, get an affordable place, or better still, get a roommate. If it is a lifestyle, cut those things off. Stop spending as the person you hope to become and start spending as the person that you are right now. So if you have a chef, driver, gardener, personal stylist, all these things that you do not need or you can barely afford, cut it out of your finances. You're going to do yourself a huge favor. And finally, my favorite tip, ask your partner for money. Yes, that is why I will always encourage you to date established, wealthy men who are also generous. Stop dating somebody who is struggling. You're struggling. Both of you are frowning in the relationship. Things are tough. You can't have fun and experience the things you want to experience simply because you're dating somebody that has potential. If you belong to my age bracket, which if you watch my video, Q&A, you know how old I am. I'll leave it here, you can watch it. If you belong to my age bracket, it is time to stop dating somebody who has potential and start dating somebody who is already established. You need that. You need to be with a partner who can afford to spend on you, splurge on you if need be. The particular thing I'm going to share with you here is don't wait until you have a huge bill coming in before you start pressuring your partner for money. That will put pressure on you, put pressure on him, and put pressure on your relationship, which is not good in the long run. He is your man, you know him, you know when he is financially buoyant. That moment that he has money, whether you need it or not, ask him. Tell him, baby, I need money. I need money to do this. I need money to do that. When he gives you this money, don't spend the money on unnecessary things, okay? Put it aside, put it into an investment, or even use it to start a side hustle. Let his money work for you, okay? So there you have it, ladies. 14 tips. Wow, I should have added one that will make it 15, but that's it for now. 14 tips that will help you level up your personal finance so that in a year, 3 years, you will be living financially free. If you enjoyed this video, you learned something new and you had fun while doing that, please like, subscribe, leave comments in the comment section sharing other tips with me, and also share this video with somebody who will find it valuable. Don't also forget to click on that bell right there so that you do not miss any new video that I upload. As always, be kind to yourself, and I will see you, yes you, in the next video. Bye.